When everything is moving all at once, your workforce, your tech stack, your business, you don't need more tools. You need one solution. That's why Paylocity built a single platform to connect HR, finance, and IT with AI-driven insights and automated workflows that simplify the complex and power what's next. Because when everything comes together in one place, growth comes easy. Experience one place for all your HCM needs. Start now at paylocity.com/one.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Shop now for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
On today's Smart 7, pressure mounts on Starmer after top aide quits, Japan's first female prime minister wins a landslide victory, and lots more. It's Monday, 9th of February. It's National Pizza Day, and happy birthday, Tom Hiddleston.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
After more than 10 days of scandal and headlines, sparked by the release of 3 million documents from the Epstein files, the Mandelson crisis saw Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff quit on Sunday. Morgan McSweeney was one of Starmer's closest advisors, and he chose Sunday lunchtime to announce his resignation, saying that he took full responsibility for the vetting process that saw Lord Mandelson, a longtime friend of Jeffrey Epstein, appointed as the UK's US ambassador.
That is pretty much the last step before you swing for the king, in this case, in Keir Starmer. But the trouble is, it means that, you've used up any potential you had to keep him in place through these bad elections, which are around the corner.
Labour backbenchers have been increasingly outraged as more details on Mandelson's relationship with Epstein emerged, and Keir Starmer's own position is still at risk. Politico's Anne McElvoy says that the resignation leaves the PM in a difficult position. Audio, Anne McElvoy, Labour peer. Baroness Hazarika is a former government special advisor, and she says the whole affair has been a disaster for her party.
This has been an absolutely shameful week for the Labour Party, particularly a party which has always prided itself on wanting to stand up for women and girls. I have never known rage and fury and devastation as I have over this last week.
The resignation of Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff drew comments from the opposition, with Lib Dem leader Sir Ed Davey say that even with McSweeney's resignation, the buck stops with the PM. Tory leader Kemi Badenoch said that Starmer has to take responsibility for his own terrible decisions. Shadow Cabinet Minister Alex Burghardt was calling on Labour MPs to make their feelings clear.
I've never thought he was fit to be Prime Minister. What I'm saying now is that I don't think his position is politically tenable. And it was very striking. I was in there, I led that debate, I was in the Commons for 6 hours, and nobody stood up to defend the Prime Minister. The PM has moved to appoint Morgan McSweeney's deputies, Jill Cuthbertson and Vidya Alakison, as new Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Starmer is expected to address the matter publicly this week. Work and Pensions Secretary Pat McFadden says there's no point changing leader in advance of the May local elections.
I believe he should stay. I think he's got a 5-year mandate, which was just voted for. His task is by no means complete, barely begun. And I also think it is not good for the country to change its Prime Minister every 18 months or 2 years.
Sunday saw Japan's snap election come to a dramatic conclusion as Japan's first female Prime Minister appears to have won by a landslide. Sanai Takaichi is the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party, and she and her coalition allies look set to win a 2/3 majority in Japan's House of Representatives. Takaichi, who Prime Minister Keir Starmer visited just last weekend, is a charismatic character who has energised voters by sharing her personal life and daily activities on social media, including playing drums with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. She had pledged to step down if she didn't win the election, and Robert Ward, who is the Japan chair at the Institute of Strategic Studies, says that the Takaichi victory isn't a surprise.
She's a breath of fresh air in many respects for the Japanese political scene, and she's has far outclassed in terms of charisma and star appeal all her opponents.
The disappearance of Nancy Guthrie continued to mystify America across the weekend. Nancy is the mother of Savannah Guthrie, who is an American TV presenter. In fact, she is NBC's chief legal correspondent and longtime host of The Today Show. And sometime between last Saturday night and Sunday morning, her mother, Nancy, disappeared. Nancy lives in Arizona, and a week later, the police have no suspects or any theory as to what happened, and the FBI have now offered a $50,000 reward. There has been what appeared to be a ransom demand sent to entertainment news channel TMZ, and the deadline is on Monday. Savannah and her sisters have now issued a second video appeal in the hope that the kidnapper will respond.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
In association with Metro, the Winter Olympics are underway in Milan and Super Bowl 60 rocks California right after this.
Most all-in-one HR systems are a patchwork of disconnected and manual tools. Rippling is totally automated. If you promote an employee, Rippling can automatically handle necessary updates, from payroll taxes and provisioning new app permissions to assigning required manager training. That's why Rippling is the #1 rated human capital management suite on G2, TrustRadius, and Gartner. If you're ready to run the backbone of your business on one unified platform, head to rippling.com/AcastBiz and sign up today. That's RIPPLING.com/AcastBiz to sign up.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Shop now for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Welcome back. It was an action-packed sporting weekend with Six Nations Rugby Winter Olympic drama and a packed Premier League schedule. Saturday saw Scotland beaten by Italy and Wales humiliated by England in the Six Nations, while the Winter Olympics got underway in Milan. American skier Lindsey Vonn, who was hoping to grab a medal at 41 years of age, suffered a dramatic accident 13 seconds into her first run, which saw her airlifted to hospital with a torn ACL and a fracture of her left leg. The Premier League on Saturday saw Man United win, this time against Nottingham Forest, while Arsenal beat Sunderland 3-0. Sunday saw Liverpool host Man City, and 2 late goals from Pep Guardiola's side saw City secure second spot, while Liverpool dropped to 6th. Manager Arne Slot was looking on the bright side.
The league table doesn't lie, and there are not so many games to be played anymore, so we have to keep bringing performances in as we've done today, but with a different outcome.
Sunday night saw the 60th Super Bowl held in Santa Clara, California, when the Seattle Seahawks beat the favourites, New England Patriots 29-13. But it's not really about the sport, it's also about the halftime show, with the Grammy Award-winning Spotify streaming favourite, Bad Bunny, as the halftime act. He performed a 14-minute set featuring guest artists Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin and cameos from Pedro Pascal, Cardi B, Karol G and Jessica Alba. While he didn't explicitly come out to condemn the current American administration, the messages he finished on were about love and unity.
God bless America! Sea Chile, Argentina.
If you're a fan of over-the-top horror movies, then I've got just the thing for you. It's the sequel to 2019's Ready or Not, and it's called Ready or Not 2. It stars Samara Weaving, who has gone from home and away to horror star, including Scream 7, along with Catherine Newton and the original Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar. The plot picks up where the first movie ended, as Grace, played by Samara, has to save her sister from a deadly game of hide-and-seek as the 4 most powerful families in the world compete to kill her. It's got plenty of gore and some great one-liners, and it hits cinemas on March 20th.
The game will begin.
They're coming. They're coming. Oh my God.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Do you have any questions?
Can I have a cigarette?
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
If your team isn't using ClickUp, you're wasting time, and data proves it. 61% of knowledge workers manage work more than doing it, switching apps 1,000 times a day. That's work sprawl and costs millions. ClickUp replaces 20 apps with Convergence, uniting projects, docs, and chats, while AI super agents handle the busy work. Join 4 million teams using ClickUp to finish work 30% faster. Try it free and get 15% off AI upgrades at clickup.com/podcast. That's CLICKUP.com/podcast.
Buying furniture for your business can be full of compromises, confusing choices, and little support. National Business Furniture is here to change all of that. We believe that every business deserves furniture that lasts, service that cares, and a partner who gets it at a budget that works. At National Business Furniture, that's our commitment to you. Find the right furniture for you and your team at National Business Furniture. Visit nbf.com and use promo code POD10 to save 10% now.